Hi, welcome to Points of Perspective. My name is Adarsh, and in this video, I'll be making an artwork using 4 completely random words generated by this random word generator. So let's get started. Console, tiles, cave, and refrigerator. I need some time to think. Okay, my basic initial plan is to make a gaming setup with PC and consoles inside a cave. So first I started blocking out the cave walls. I decided to make the cave walls out of large rocks. Now since I'm making a miniature or a diorama-esque artwork, I kept the size of the rocks large to sell the sense of scale of the cave. Now primarily being a PC gamer myself, I decided to make PC as a primary setup. A dual screen setup with a recliner chair would do well. I decided to add a mini refrigerator besides the setup because gaming is always better with refreshments. And definitely not because it was one of the 4 random words that I had to use. Now for the floor, tiles would be a disastrous mismatch for a cave. But if you wanted to make your cave setup look pretty, you might end up carving out the stone on the floor to make it look like tiles. A nice chipped off, organic looking stone surface would look perfect. I also eventually decided that I wanted consoles as well because who doesn't? So I created another table for a few consoles and a large TV screen to connect them to. I thought adding small amounts of foliage to the scene would look natural and would serve as an appropriate decoration. Now this is the basic concept of what I wanted to go for. I am pretty happy with this. Now I do have a few extra ideas that I will be implementing when I create a 3D rendition of this. So let's bring it to life. Now for the final 3D version of this, I started with sculpting some rocks for the cave walls. Now a gaming setup without a ton of RGB lighting is not a gaming setup after all. So I did want to capitalize on the fact that we are in a cave and made some nice blue colored glowing crystals that I'll use to light up the cave walls. Then I decided to make this tiny furniture to develop the rest of my gaming setup on. Finally, I started working on my gaming setup. I decided to add 3 instead of 2 screens like in the concept before, because if I'm going to make an artwork for a gaming setup, I might as well go for the best. I wanted to keep the warm colors of the concept, so I decided to make the RGB lighting of my PC setup as orange. I also made an electric hub to connect all these systems to. Gaming setup without a mess of wires and cables is more than unrealistic. Then I modeled a mini refrigerator like we discussed in the concept with some drinks and snacks in it. And of course the Xbox, PS and Switch consoles with a TV screen as large as I could fit in my cave setup. Now coming to the cave floor, I made a rocky terrain. I didn't want to make it look too much like tiles, but I also wanted the shapes to be a little more deliberate and less organic. And I think I achieved a good balance here. Lastly, I added a few more props to decorate and fill the scene. And this is the final result. I'm actually pretty happy with how this turned out. I'm a little disappointed though because when I was making it, I was coming up with so many cool ideas for a gaming setup in an actual room, which obviously I couldn't use here because it's a cave, but maybe a future video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.